Hello everyone. Before we start, I'd like to introduce myself first. I am Clarice Cortez, an applications engineer for civil and structural works here at Maximum Solutions Corporation. And today I will be presenting to you the powerful design collaboration with BIM Collaborate Pro for Civil 3D. So my presentation includes the industry context, Autodesk Construction Cloud, BIM Collaborate Pro, its overview and its key capabilities for Civil 3D. So this includes collaboration, communication, and coordination. And I will also be showing to you or giving you a video demo of BIM Collaborate Pro for Civil 3D. And also I will be providing you with resources and links, and at the end of this or my presentation, we will be answering your questions. So if you have questions, feel free to raise them in our Q&A portion of this meeting. So before we start, let's just have a quick poll. Okay, so the first question is, in what industry are you focused on? So are you in the construction management, site development, structural, transportation, hydropower, or hydraulics, and others? Okay, so it looks like most of you are in the construction management and structural field or industry. And we have some from the site development and transportation, and we also have others. Okay, so I think this presentation is very useful for you in your industry. So let's proceed to the second question. Okay, so in question number 2, what solutions are you currently using for collaboration? So we have the Autodesk Construction Cloud, BIM 360, Dropbox, Google Drive, network area storage, server base, or others. So this could be via email, phone, or chat, or if you have none at the moment. So currently, in the results of the poll, no one yet is using the Autodesk Construction Cloud. Most of you are using Google Drive and others, which is via email, phone, and chat. And I see that 2 participants are already using BIM 360. Okay. So with that being said, let's proceed to my presentation. So business needs are changing. The landscape of the AEC industry has greatly changed, especially now due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So current businesses are looking to harness cloud solutions as the new normal for the design practice. So with the power of the cloud, you can have continuity. So with this, you can maintain continuity can be maintained through working anytime, anywhere on anything in order to minimize risks and to be more efficient in daily operations. If there is no continuity or when teams are disconnected, it could result to more redundancies and errors. So cloud solutions also present an ecosystem of tools that help in certain tasks such as design collaboration or model coordination. So this gives us clarity and organization on managing unpredictability and disruptions. So this is possible with a common data environment wherein information is accessible for all team members. The power of the cloud also gives us visibility and insights into daily design work. So insights make project management easier and directs us to where we should allocate our resources. With collaboration, we also get to design smarter and build faster. So collaboration has been reshaped due to the current pandemic, and it continues to evolve. Companies are investing more into digitization with solutions which connects the whole team, offer flexibility, and provide powerful insights. So here, we get to stay connected in terms of a common data environment to improve productivity and reduce rework. We also get to be flexible in terms of different workflows and powerful in terms of learning from analytics and insights. So let me introduce to you the Autodesk Construction Cloud. So the Autodesk Construction Cloud is the collection of Autodesk's cloud solutions, including BIM 360, PlanGrid, Building Connected, Assemble, Pipe, and the Autodesk Construction Cloud Connect. So most of our existing clients are already currently using the BIM 360 platform. The rest are just newly acquired by Autodesk. So basically, the Autodesk Construction Cloud Connect allows us to create integrations between these different cloud solutions. So what Autodesk did is to create a much more integrated platform, which is termed as the Unified Platform. So this focuses more on taking the best features of BIM 360 and PlanGrid into a more combined and consistent workflow. So rather than having these cloud solutions separate, Autodesk created a unified platform out of the best ones. So looking back, these are the BIM 360 packages that we offer. So some of you might have been or currently subscribed to them. So as you can see here, BIM 360 has come a long way from the classic products, which are in the green filled boxes, to the next generation products, which are in the blue filled ones. So the classic ones include C4R, or the collaboration for Revit, BIM 360 Team, BIM 360 Glue, BIM 360 Layout, and BIM 360 Field. While the next gen products are the BIM 360 Docs, Design, Coordinate, and Build. So these come in packages. So for example, when you subscribe to BIM 360 Design, you also get access to the classic C4R plus BIM 360 Team. So with the same idea, the unified platform will also include these classic and next generation components. So the unified platform has the same lineup similar to BIM 360 products. So for BIM 360, we have BIM 360 Docs, Coordinate, Design, and Build. And in the unified platform, we have Autodesk Docs, BIM Collaborate Pro, and Build. And also there is a new product, which is Autodesk Takeoff. So what are these and what do they include? So Autodesk Docs is similar to BIM 360 Docs, which is the document management component, which gives us access to issues, markups, insights, reports, file sharing, file storage, and the like. So basically, all the similar tools that are in BIM 360. Autodesk BIM Collaborate also includes BIM 360 Coordinate and BIM 360 Glue, which are for clash detection and model coordination. So one of the interesting things here is that BIM Collaborate Pro, which is the evolution of BIM 360 Design, includes everything within BIM Collaborate. So current subscribers to BIM 360 Design might have already noticed that they have additional tools for model coordination. Autodesk Build is for field management, project management, asset management, and cost management of the unified platform. So here you can also access your data in the PlanGrid Build mobile app. Lastly, we have Autodesk Takeoff. So as the name implies, it is for quantification tools wherein you can perform 2D and 3D takeoffs of your projects. So these components are not so different and very similar to the BIM 360 platform, which means that if you have been engaged with BIM 360 before, you will have no problem using the unified platform components. So what can you do with these components? So here is a more detailed illustration of the features of the unified platform components. So as you can see, we have for document management, we have Autodesk Docs. So here we could perform document control, document versioning, and document approvals. We also have Autodesk Build. So as we have said earlier, this is for project cost and cost management. So this includes meeting minutes, daily reports, change orders, and also quality planning, quality checking, safety planning, safety training, and for project closeout, we have commissioning, turnover documentation, final completion, and as-built survey. And as for Autodesk Takeoff, we have this for quantification. So basically, we could perform 2D and 3D takeoff with this. And for BIM Collaborate Pro, we could perform all the capabilities of Autodesk BIM Collaborate with this. So this includes coordination. For coordination, we have model coordination and constructability review. And also with BIM Collaborate Pro, we get to have access to design collaboration. So this includes change visualization, Revit cloud sharing, collaboration for Plant 3D, and our topic for today, which is collaboration for Civil 3D. Okay. So how does the licensing work for each of these programs? So first, we have hub assigned for Autodesk BIM 360 Docs, BIM 360 Coordinate, and BIM 360 Build. So hub assigned is when you should have subscriptions to these products to be able to allow other users from other companies to have access to these programs. And as for the other platforms, we have for BIM 360 Design and all of the products under the Unified Platform. We have Autodesk Docs, Autodesk BIM Collaborate Pro, Build and Takeoff. We have what we call the BYOS, or Bring Your Own subscription. So this policy allows you or subscribers to invite other third-party subscribers, whether it be internal or external to the company, to join your products without having to assign one of your own subscriptions. And you can also access on projects you have been invited to on the BIM 360 or the Autodesk Construction Cloud platforms. So what does this mean for our current subscriber? So first, existing AEC collection users will now have Autodesk Docs automatically. Existing BIM 360 Design subscriptions are also upgraded to BIM Collaborate Pro automatically on a rate of 1:1. And last, existing BIM 360 Coordinate users will keep their current subscription until the end of the term, but renewals will be to BIM Collaborate. So as what I've said, BIM Collaborate Pro is for collaboration anytime and anywhere. So let's focus or talk more about this. So BIM Collaborate Pro for Civil 3D enables infrastructure design professionals and extended project team stakeholders, whether within one firm or across multiple firms, to collaborate securely and store data on the Autodesk Construction Cloud platform for AEC projects. So these products include these key features for Civil 3D users. So first, we have Autodesk Docs. So this is the foundation of the Autodesk Construction Cloud platform. So here you can have document management capabilities like 2D and 3D version comparison, and you could also make issues and markups within your files. So next, we have the design collaboration module. So this gives customers a high degree of control over how and with whom your project data is shared. So as well as the unique ability to see all changes from version to version. And next, we have the model coordination module. So this gives you automated 3D clash detection capabilities and integrated coordination issue management tools. So BIM Collaborate Pro adds powerful cloud collaboration for Civil 3D technology. So instead of you saving your files locally or within your computer, you can easily share your project data to you and your stakeholders easily, but securely. Next, we have the insight component of the ACC. So Insight presents data and analytics in the Unified Platform homepage. So this helps teams manage risks by giving them personalized visibility into daily priorities, instant snapshots of individual project health, and insights on company-wide performance. So basically, Insight summarizes everything that is happening within your project. So let me present to you the key capabilities of BIM Collaborate Pro for Civil 3D. As we know, the BIM Collaborate Pro provides collaboration for anyone, anywhere, and anytime. So if your concern is better access for your project stakeholders, regardless of the location or role, you can easily resolve this with BIM Collaborate Pro. So here we could extend collaboration to project teams in any location while centralizing efforts of distributed teams. You could also better allocate your resources and assign the best team members with the most relevant skill sets to each of the project. We also have what we call the automated file locking. So this prevents multiple users from making edits into one single Civil 3D file simultaneously. Next, if your concern is security, BIM Collaborate Pro gives you a great deal of flexibility to control who has access to your design data. So here you could restrict user access to certain folders with 6 available project-wide and folder-specific permission levels. You could also limit access according to user, role, or company. And you could also control work sharing and design deliverable exchange with assurance that the right information is in the right hands throughout the project. If your concern is accountability and ensuring that everyone involved on the project is completing their tasks in a timely manner, you can use BIM Collaborate Pro's issue tracking and management tool. So here you can put context around issue resolution with the ability to pin an issue on any 2D or 3D design location. You can also collaborate with comment threads, add photos, assign work, and track resolution through inspection. You could also add private or shared markups. You could also create review workflows and track documents through the review process. Last, you could send transmittals directly to the BIM 360 environment. And that we have for coordination, clash detection. So here you can automatically detect clashes when models are published or updated. And you could also group clashes by object. And you could also create and assign coordination issues. So this is very useful to decrease your time and effort in searching manually for the clashes. So when the entire project team is involved in clash detection and resolution, issues can be identified and solved without waiting for coordination meetings. So next, let me present you the essential workflow for BIM Collaborate Pro for Civil 3D. So here you can see the process of adding members to a project. You could set the permissions to control user access to the folders and files. Files can also be moved through the drag and drop method or saved function, as you can see here. Plan sheets can also be distributed to team members electronically in a paperless environment. So you can also utilize external reference that are stored securely. So you and your team members can work using real-time design data. If you're also familiar with data shortcuts, you can also use that, but this time within the cloud. File locking can also be accessed here. So you could also compare different design alternatives, compare versions of files, restore previous file versions like this. And you could also provide feedback and comments with a markup tool to communicate design intent for your project. You could also create design issues and assign them to other team members. So these issues will then be prompted to the responsible parties, and if resolved, can easily be closed out. And we also have the model coordination dashboard. So this can be set up to display current design models and perform clash detection. So you can create design issues at these locations. So you could avoid costly rework and collaborate more effectively with your entire team. Okay, so next I will be showing to you a video demo of how BIM Collaborate for Civil 3D works. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, we are now in the acc.autodesk.com site, or what we call the Unified Platform. So here I have 4 projects that are accessible to my profile. But for today, I will be using Civil Project 2022 as our example. So here we are in the Autodesk Docs component of the Unified Platform. So as you can see, or as I have mentioned, we can perform document management here. And you can also see the project title here, which is Civil Project 2022. And we could also access the other components of the Unified Platform here, which is the design collaboration and model coordination. And also, if you've availed our other Autodesk cloud solutions, they can also be shown here, like Autodesk Takeoff, BIM 360 Build, and the rest. So with Autodesk Docs, you can add or remove members of your project easily. So here I will be showing you the process of adding a member, or an example. So here you could input their email address, their company and role, and other details, and just simply click add. And you could also remove current members easily by clicking the 3 dots at the end of each profile or member, and just click remove member. So currently I have 6 members, as you can see. And I've already designated the roles for each member. So for this first member, I've designated her as the project engineer, and the next architect, estimator, project manager, executive, and engineer. I've also indicated the company for each of the members. So here we have Maximum Solutions Corporation, Company XYZ, and ABC Organization. You could also see the access level for each of the member. So currently, I am the only project administrator for this project, and the other members are set to project member. You could also see the status for each of the member, which is active for now. And lastly, we can also see what date they were added to this project. You can also see some of the details of the project here, like the general details. So here you can see the name of the project, the address, the start date, and the projected date of completion of the project. You could also see some of the advanced details here, like the time zone and the project value. So here in Autodesk Docs, as you can see, I've already made subfolders, and I've named these subfolders with the names of the project teams that will be participating or collaborating with this project. So here you can see the architectural team, up to the survey team. So what's good about Autodesk Docs is that I could set restrictions to each of the subfolder. So here I will just set the permission for each of the project member for this architectural subfolder. So as you can see, all of the 6 members are here in this list, but Auto 3 and Auto 2 are only set to create. And then we have Auto 4, which is set to edit, and also my other user. And I am currently set to manage, as I am a project admin. You could also add multiple project admins in just one project. And here you can see that Auto 1 is set to view, and I could easily change that to create by simply clicking this. And as you can see, Auto 1 is now set to create. In Autodesk Docs, you can also see the file versions of each of the files that you have uploaded. So for this case, we have this file, which is the profile with building pad with guard door. So currently, this has 8 versions. So I'm just going to click that. And then here we can see the version history. And what I'm going to do is to compare 2 past versions of this file. So I'm just going to select the version 5 and the version 6 of this file. Okay, so as you can see here, both of the versions have already been uploaded. And when I drag this, you can see the difference between those 2. So this is very handy, especially when we make subtle changes in our plans, since it's hard to see with side-by-side windows. So at least here, you can see them directly where the changes has been made. So next, let's go to the design collaboration component of the Unified Platform. So currently, we are in the survey and utilities team or project team. So for instance, they have already gathered point data from your site or your project site, and they want to be able to distribute that to the other project teams. So to do that, we will be making packages. So as you can see here, other project teams has been listed, and this is the timeline of the survey utilities actions or history. So here you can see the circle or the yellow circles are what we call packages. So survey and utilities team has already created packages in the past. So for now, we're going to create a package for us to be able to distribute the points.twg file to other project teams. So I'm just going to click this plus sign. And here, as you can see, I have just one file to be included in this package. But if you have multiple files, you can also include that in just one package. And also, I will be changing the package name or package title into survey points. And then just hit save. So here, I'm just going to click share so that other teams participating in this project will have access to the files that I've just chosen. So here you have the option to change the package name or give a package description, but for now, I'm just going to leave it blank and hit share. So as you can see, I've already made the package, and this package is already reflected in the timeline. So we can see the yellow circle here with the details of the package, which is named as survey points and the date when this package was shared. So now let's go to the site grading team's eyes in design collaboration. So in this timeline, you can see that the survey points package has already been uploaded by the survey utilities team. So what we will do is to click this, and then to be able to have access to the package that they've given, I'm just going to click consume. So with this, we can use this data to start our site grading process already. So I'm just going to click consume. And then this notification will prompt, and then click consume again. Okay, so now we have access to the points.dwg file, which was the content of the package. And as you can see in this timeline, also, the previously yellow hollow circle is now filled with the color yellow. So that just means that we've already consumed the package that was given by the survey and utilities team. So now let's go into the Civil 3D interface. So as you can see, these are my recent files, or the recent files will be displayed at the start page of Civil 3D. And as you can see, we have different icons under file type. So we have the cloud icon, which means that your file is stored in the cloud or in Autodesk Docs. And we have the monitor icon, which means that we have stored these files locally or within your computer. Also, if you've installed the Autodesk desktop connector in your computer or your machine, this additional tab will appear in your Civil 3D interface, which is the Autodesk Docs. So here, you could have direct access to your files stored in the cloud. So as you can see here, I have the three files which are locked. So this just means that it is currently opened in a computer. So this is what we call the automated file locking system that I've mentioned in my presentation a while ago. So this just means that I am only restricted to view only access, since it's already been open to other computers. And you could also see the versions for each of the files here. Okay, so we also have another tab, which is named as learning. So here you can have access to tips and videos that can further your knowledge in Civil 3D. Okay, so now I've opened three files that are stored in the site grading teams folder. So here I have the graded surface, alignment, and the profile.dwg files. So now we are in the graded surface file. So what the site grading teams aim is to be able to distribute this to other teams so they can use this as a reference or a data reference for them to be able to start their designs already. So what we are going to do is to create a data shortcut with this. So first, I will be setting the working folder, which is the site grading teams folder in the Autodesk Docs. And then I will be creating a new data shortcuts project folder. So I'm just going to name this the sample data shortcuts folder. And then I'm going to click OK. And then next, you can see that the link beside data shortcuts has already been updated to the folder that we have just set. So as you can see, it is in the site grading and then sample data projects shortcuts folder. And next, we're going to create this as a data shortcut. So I'm just going to click create data shortcut. And now I'm just going to select all of the surfaces that are in this file and then click OK. And then I'm just going to do the same process to the alignment file. So here I'm going to select all of the alignments that are present in this file, and then click OK. And then we are going to go now to the profile file, which is where I will be compiling the data shortcuts that we have just made, which are the graded surface and the alignment. So as you can see here, I already have the existing surface under data shortcuts. So I'm just going to create this as a reference, edit a few things or few properties here, like the style. I'm going to set it to 1 meter and 5 meters background, and set the render material to by block. Click OK. And now you can see the exact surface that we have in the graded surface file. And I'm going to do the same thing with my alignments. So one for the main road, click OK. And then another for the secondary road. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the direct shortcut of the files that we've just created. And I'm just going to make profiles so you can see better if I make changes in my alignment. So here we already have the profiles for the secondary and the main road. So I'm just going to go to the alignment file. So here, I'm just going to make a few changes in my main road. So I'm going to change the location of this, and then make a change also in the secondary road. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm going to hit save. And then when I go back to my other file, Civil 3D will already notify me that a direct or a data shortcut has been changed. So what I'm going to do is just hit synchronize. And as you can see, the alignment has already been updated. So obviously, I'm just one person making this changes right now. But in reality, this can be made by 3 individuals from different locations. So when you make design changes, you don't have to communicate or have a third-party application for communicating these changes. Civil 3D will already notify you about these changes. So next, I will be making an external reference for this file. So for example, you want to export or have references from other file folders that are not in the site grading teams folder. So here, I'm just gonna select a file from the structural teams folder. And then I'm going to select building pad. Click open. Wait for this to load. And if you have the coordinates or the specific location of your external reference, you can do so. You can also have the option to specify this on the screen. But now I'm just going to settle for this. So now, as you can see, the building pad has already been loaded in our graded surface. So it's easy as that to make external references that are stored within your cloud. So now let's go to the model coordination component of the Unified Platform. So as you can see, we are in the structural teams folder. And what I'm going to do here is to combine 3 separate folders into one view. So as you can see, I selected 3 files, which are the graded surface, the building pad, and the parking building. Okay, so obviously, the parking building is not in its right location. So what I'm going to do is to hit transform, select the model, which is the parking building. If you have the coordinates for your location, you can input that here. But for now, I'm going to use the point-to-point feature of this. So here, I'm just going to select the edge of the parking building, and then select the edge of the building pad, and then hit apply. And it's as easy as that to transfer the location. But as you can see, the building is not yet properly oriented, or it needs to be rotated with the building pad. So here, I'm just going to click rotate, select one edge of or one line from the parking building, and then the other from the building pad, and then hit apply. So as you can see, it's now properly located and oriented already. So it's easy. It's as easy as that. So now I'm just gonna hit save transforms to save the new location of our parking building. And then next, I want to be able to load in more files in this view. So to do that, I'm just going to click add or remove model. So I'm going to add in the pipelines. So we have the storm sanitary and the hydro pipeline. Hit select. Wait for this to load. And now we have loaded those three pipelines. So we are going to perform the automatic clash detection. So here, I'm just going to select the hydro pipeline as my primary model. And as you can see, we have already detected one clash, which is with the hydro pipeline and one other model. And if we click this, we will be directed to the clash itself. So as you can see, we have one hydro pipeline and a storm pipeline that has clashed. So what we can do is to create an issue with this. And to do that, I'm just going to select or check this and then select create an issue. And I'm just going to place that issue on the clash itself. And here, when creating an issue, you could set the title of that issue if you wish. I'm just going to leave it like this for now. Select the type of issue. For now, this is a clash issue. And then if you have descriptions, you can also input that. And also you could assign this to a member that is responsible for this. So for now, we have auto 1. You can also specify the location, the due date. So I'm just gonna set this to Monday and specify a start date of when they will resolve this issue. Select a root cause, add in other references if you wish, if you want more photos or files. But the screenshot of the issue itself will automatically be added in this issue. You could also add in comments within the issue. So for now, I'm just gonna put relocate. Okay, so as you can see, this issue has already been published, which means that the person that we assigned this issue to has already been prompted, and all we have to do is wait for them to be able to resolve that issue. So next, we have what we call markups. So with Autodesk Docs or in the Unified Platform, you can create markups easily. So here I've loaded the profile with building pad and corridor file. So I'm just going to create a markup here. I'm just going to select or highlight this curve here. And you could also edit the markup itself. So I'm just going to decrease the border thickness. And then I'm going to add another markup. So I could emphasize this. And then I could also change the font size, the border opacity, and type in the text that I want. So for this, I'm just going to type in change the curve radius. So I'm just going to make a few adjustments. And here we go. So for now, it is not yet published, which means that this markup is for your own personal use. So you have the option to publish this markup so that other team members can be notified with your notes or your markup. Okay, so that's it for my video demonstration. I've also prepared some resources and helpful links that could further or could help you throughout your use of Civil 3D and BIM Collaborate Pro. So here I've typed in the links for the Civil 3D 2022 online help. We also have the Civil 3D forums, Autodesk feedback community, Civil 3D support and learning center, Autodesk infrastructure YouTube channel, and we also have the infrastructure reimagined blog. So that's it for my presentation. So thank you for listening. We will now be answering your questions.